Hello everybody, it's Ender Dragon here, and welcome to my first showcase in Minecraft. Today we are going to be going over all of the 1.17 current updated items that are all in the game at the moment. The current snapshot is 21W08A. Not everything that has been promised for 1.17 is currently in the game right now, so you will not see goats, you won't see wardens, and you won't see any of the dark biome at all. You will not see any of it except for one item, because I did find one. And thankfully I also found a very good spot that does show off a little bit of the Caves and Cliffs update, so we will get right into it in 3, 2, 1. Now then, all of this down here is what I'm going to be showing you today. I will first show you how this works, because I'm going to break it right off the bat. It gets annoying. So, this red line is 8 blocks out. You can be within these 8 blocks, and it will detect your movement. It will also detect... Let's see here, let's just grab a random block. If you place... or, give it a moment, break a block. Be wondering, Ender, what's the use of this? Well, see, if you're walking down a hall and you want to light it up while you're walking, you can do that. That's the reason why I wanted to show this right off the bat, because it's annoying, and I don't want to hear it the whole time. Now, let's move over here to the items that I have here. First, we have the Glow Squid Ink Sac. These are obtained from glow squids. As you can see over there, there is a glow squid in that tank. This is glowberries. They heal 1 hunger bar, and they grow in the lush cave biomes underneath the ground. Now you may be wondering what this is. It's kind of obvious. It's powder snow in a bucket. Now, you may be wondering, Ender, what does it do? Well, it's kind of obvious, isn't it? So, some may be wondering, hey Ender, what does this powdered snow do? Well, when you walk into powdered snow, particles come out, but you start getting cold. You start getting very cold. And you can feel the impending doom coming in on you. You know you're going to die. You're freezing. You're in the snow. And if I were to back up, I'd disappear. But enough of that whole doom thing. As you can see, I'm walking a lot slower now that I'm in the powdered snow and I'm all cold. So, that's how the powdered snow in a bucket works. Now, if I was in survival mode, this would be affecting me and I would be very slow, very cold, and very much getting hurt. So, don't catch yourself getting stuck in powdered snow. Powdered snow. Because it's not going to do you any good. At all. It's not going to do you any good. That's just the long and short of it. So, let's just move on from there. Next on the list is the bundle. Now see, you all know that I got very confused during one of my streams when I saw this in my crafting recipes. As you can see, when I hold my mouse over the bundle, it's asking for items. Let me show you something. In here, I have some items. So, the way that a bundle works is it almost functions like a backpack. You grab an item from your inventory, drag it over, right-click, it's now in the bundle. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, that's kind of dumb, you can only put one thing. Wrong. It doesn't have to be from the same item. You don't have to stack up the same item. And it appears as if only food can go in there for now. So that'll be very useful for those of you who like to go adventuring for a long time and are running low on food. You can just store it in a bundle. Now, you guys know what clocks are. It's obvious. It's a clock. Clocks are clocks. But this is no ordinary clock. It's a retextured clock. Look at this. Look at this. retextured. Look at this. It's gold. It's butter colored. Look at that. Now get rid of that. So that's the reason why I'm showing you the clock today, because it's been retextured. This is a spyglass. I imagine you guys know what it does. It has a 3D model, even in your hand. So let's test it out. See all that over there? Bam! I can see it. Let's go. That's how spyglasses work. Now, let's move on to the crafting recipes before I go in here. You're probably wondering what this is. You'll see in a moment. Now, you also saw the candles, which I did not put up on this wall. I only wanted to put all this stuff up because this stuff was a little bit easier to cover. And I'll also be going over this glowing, beautiful item frame later on as well. This is a candle. It is made from wax and string. This is the crafting recipe. This is all you need. There are different colors of candle as well, and you can just use a dye and a candle to make them. Now, candles come in 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now, they don't come like this. Oh no. Oh no. They don't come like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. They come unlit. You're probably wondering how I do that. How I lit them the first time. Well, you need a flint and steel first. And then you light them, as if it's a fire. Because it is a fire. All candles will be able to do something like this. However, you can't intermingle the colors. I'll even show you. See? You can't intermingle the colors. You can only do it like that. Only like that. It would be cool to be able to combine the colors, but you cannot. Now, let's move on. This is tinted glass. There is tinted glass over there on that tank, just to show you how it works. This is what it looks like on the ground. It's crafted from 1 glass in the center and 4 amethyst in a cross shape, just like this. Now, for those glowing item frames over there, this is how you make them. You need 1 item frame and 1 glow squid ink sac. That's it. That's all you need. And they glow in the dark. It's pretty cool. The spyglass, you need amethyst and you need 2 copper. Now, I will be going over copper later in the video. It's not very cheap, obviously, because amethysts are not easy to find. Now, this is how you make a bundle. You need 6 hide and 2 string to make 1 bundle. Now I will show you what's in here. This is related to the glow item frame. As you can see, this is a normal item frame, and this is a glow item frame. You can tell the difference. Now, if you put an item in the normal item frame, you can't see it very well, but if you put it in the glow item frame, it makes it glow. So it makes it easier to find. And that's how that works. How another glowing item works, but that will be later in the video. Let's move to the 2 mobs. These 2 are the only 2 mobs that I was able to find in the spawn egg area. This is a glow squid. You've already heard his noises throughout the whole entire video so far, because it's very loud. It drops glow ink sacs, of course, and this is what the spawn egg looks like. Now these adorable little things are axolotls. These are the 4 skins. Brown, pink, blue, pink, and white. And of course, the yellow one. They do not drop anything upon death, however, you can put them in a bucket. You can take these little beans home with you. Do you understand me? You can take these home with you. You can make them your little pet, and that's actually how you tame them. You put them in a bucket. That's pretty much it. And you can breed them using tropical fish. This is what their spawn egg looks like. Now, let's go place an axolotl in here. In here in the wild. Let's watch their swim animation, which it looks like this. Quite adorable, right? There's not enough room up there for those guys to do their full swim animation, so I figured I'd show you in the body of water over here. Speaking of, this is part of the Caves and Cliffs update. This whole design, all of it. This is a river, a proper one. If I go under the water, it doesn't look normal, right? This is because it is a proper river. That's why I wanted to do my showcase here. Moving on, we have the copper. Now, when it comes to the copper, you can't tell the difference between these two, can you? Well, the difference is this is cut copper and this is waxed cut copper. You use honeycomb, just like this, to wax it, waxed up, make it nice and shiny, so that it doesn't turn into exposed copper, weathered copper, and then eventually oxidized copper. This copper will turn into this, to this, and finally that. Now that I've shown you that, let's put these back. This is the waxed copper. The furthest you can get with these are exposed and weathered. All of this is waxed. Now, this is how you make a copper block. Amethyst block are the same way, except not copper. It's amethyst. Now you may be wondering, what is this? What are these weird looking balls of copper doing? These are lightning rods. Obviously not very useful at the moment, because they're not, this one's under a block, and this one's covered by a block. But I just wanted to show that they can go on blocks, the sides of blocks, and under blocks. They protect your house from fires whenever lightning strikes. It redirects the lightning, of course. Now, the way you craft it is you put 3 copper in a line just like this, in any of the slots. It doesn't matter which one. Moving to the amethyst. This is what a normal amethyst looks like when you get it from one of these. That is budding amethyst. It will actually grow amethyst. And these are the stages. Small, slightly bigger, about medium, large. Those are the stages, and as you can see, it's growing amethyst on each of these blocks, and they're in different stages of development, but I figured I would show you what all stages look like. They can come from any direction on any block. This is what amethyst blocks look like. Now, they make music when you put them down. Listen. Just like that. They make music, and that's one of the best parts about the amethyst. And of course, as you saw back here, amethyst is used in a couple of the different crafting recipes. Before I move on to the final blocks of this showcase, I will be showing you these beauties. This is a bunch of the plant life and some of the other blocks and drippy drips. These guys are all part of the very lush cavern where the axolotl spawn. I believe the glow squid spawn there too. However, the axolotl are very aggressive toward the glow squid, just not you until you hit them. They are neutral. These are azalea leaves. These ones in particular are flowering. These are the normal ones. This is an azalea that's flowering, of course, and this is a normal one. Probably wondering what this is. It's moss, and this is a moss carpet. This right here is a pointed dripstone. This is a dripstone block. Dripstone, as you can see, drip with water. And I have placed water above it just to make sure it will continue to drip. This makes caves feel more realistic. It's very beautiful. It drips with water. It makes everything feel authentic in a cave. This is glow lichen, or lichen, wherever you're from. I personally say lichen. Now, let me come over here and show you how it works. It glows. That's it. It literally glows. It glows much brighter than the item frame does. But it glows. It definitely glows. Now, you're probably wondering what this is. It's hanging roots and rooted dirt. Very beautiful aesthetic for caves. This is a big drip leaf. This is a small one. I was unable to place it, so it is in an item frame. As you can clearly tell, the small drip leaf, the big drip leaf, and this big boy, which I'll show you in just a moment, have 3D models. These two do as well. As you can tell, holding them in my hand, you can't really tell all too much, but looking in my hotbar, they have 3D models. The drip leaf you can actually tell. Now the coolest thing about them is you can stand on them and they drop you, just like that. Now, all these spores that are flying around in the air are coming from this spore blossom. In your hand, it has a 3D model just like it does here. It's a very unique block, and it spreads spores absolutely everywhere. It's a bit of annoyance, honestly. Moving on to the final bit here. This all is new. This is new. These are not, but the only, well, that is, this bad boy, that's new. However, the only reason I'm showing old ores is because they have texture changes. This is what coal looks like nowadays. This is the second retexture of iron. This is what copper looks like. It appears as if it also has a little bit of a texture redo, but that's not a bad thing. It's never a bad thing to improve on something that was already cool looking. This is what butter, or as you all know, it's gold, looks like. This is what redstone looks like. Lapis lazuli. There is a reason why diamonds are not part of this stack. They stayed the same. You can tell that they are the same in this block, even though this is not stone. This is an emerald block. It also got a texture. Now, these are unique. These are unique to the deep, deep, deep caverns that exist in the new version, where the deep slate spawn. This is basically stone, except super deep underground, and that's where these can start spawning. The deep slate versions of our beloved ores, including diamond. Emerald does not have a deep slate version. Now, again, you're probably wondering, Ender, my guy, what are these two? Well, this is calcite, and this is tuff. They also spawn very deep underground with deep slate. Now, all of these blocks above me are basically what you can turn deep slate into. This is what it looks like when you mine it. It's cobbled deep slate, and then you can make it into polished, bricks, tiles, or chiseled. If you use a stone cutter, you can get these with just one block. You don't need to do anything special, and you can smelt the cobbled deep slate to make just normal deep slate. Using deep slate, you can create all the new slabs, all the new stairs, and all the new walls. And that's essentially it. That's pretty much everything that is currently available in the new snapshot, the new update for the snapshot. The wardens, the goats, the dark dimension, or not the dark dimension, the dark biome are all still in the works. They are not part of the game quite yet. But I will update as soon as they are part of the game, and I am looking forward to getting to show you guys everything about the game even further after the new screenshot, possibly with the new items and mobs come out. With that being said, thank you all for watching this beautiful, beautiful showcase of the 21W08A screenshot for 1.17 coming out this summer. I hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all are excited for the new screenshot to become a full-fledged update. The Caves and Cliffs update is coming soon this summer, and I am very excited. I'm excited for you guys to get to use it, especially you Bedrock users who can't play on snapshots because Bedrock doesn't allow it. But it's going to be a huge journey. There's new mobs. One of them's endangered. 2 of them are unique. Goats are goats. You know, they're goats. And I believe you will be able to milk them. They'll be able to headbutt you. They spawn in the cliffs. And they'll wreck your crap like there's no tomorrow. So, be very careful around goats. Be very careful around wardens because they can hear you. Don't walk around them. You'll have to crouch and do this. You won't be able to do this or that. You have to do this. And I only know that because that's knowledge that was released a long time ago when wardens were actually announced. When they are actually here physically, I will show you how to avoid them, and I will show you how to run away from them without actually running away. Now, before I get any more off track, it's time for me to go. And it's time for you to go because you probably didn't have any water today, did you? Go get some water. Get yourself some water. It won't hurt. Come on now. Be good to yourself. With all that being said, have a fantastic night, fantastic day, and a fantastic afternoon to all you out there who are not in the same time zone. And be good to yourself. Drink yourself some water. Get some good sleep. And don't stay up super late at night watching my videos. I know who you are. Now then. Oops. Okay, we're gonna ignore that. Now then. Goodbye. Click off the video. Click off the video. Do it. I see you. You're still here. Leave. Go sleep. Go sleep!